accusing Corbyn of anti-Semitism, had been protesting everything else they could possibly think of about Corbyn, ranging from his unelectability to his taste in clothes. They've been trying to make a scandal out of something for years on end, and hadn't shown the slightest concern, many of them, for Jewish issues until they figured out, oh, this is something we can make it stick. And one reason, of course, that it seems to stick is because he'd been a long-term campaigner for Palestinian rights. In America, there was an attempt, even before the fervor about Corbyn, during the governor's race in New York, to accuse the other side of anti-Semitism. And the New York Times stepped in. In this case, they said, no, don't go there. This is a really bad precedent. We do not want to weaponize anti-Semitism by using it for cheap political shots. But then after what happened in the UK, there's been a second round. And people are saying, well, maybe if it worked so well against Corbyn, we can try it against Sanders. Of course, Sanders is Jewish, so it's going to be a little more difficult, right? But they gave it a shot. And they're definitely using it against some of his allies. I think that it's important to distinguish between three things that people often confuse. One is anti-Semitism, another is anti-Zionism, and the third thing is opposition to the Israeli government. You can say that the current right-wing government of Israel is horrific and still not be opposed to the existence of Israel, let alone not hate Jews. And what people are trying to do now is not just conflate anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism. They're trying to inflate anti-Semitism, anti-Zionism, and opposition to a particular political party and its agenda, which is just crazy. The project of Zionism meant something very different from someone who was a follower of Jabotinsky, who might as well have been a fascist but happened to be Jewish, and someone who was, say, Hashim Hatzair, who was a socialist Marxist who wanted to go to Israel to create a communal society in cooperation with the Arabs who lived there. I'm actually myself a little uncomfortable when people use, I'm not anti-Semitic, I'm anti-Zionist.